Some of them are facing some destruction or ending. There is different form of justice that's going to take place. No choice but to go into survival mode. It's all happening like some natural disaster. External circumstance they have no control over. There is no one to blame. They never thought a day like this would come. People are going to start deleting malicious lies and gossip they posted about you. This is collective reading, and if this has found you, it's because your angels want you to see the full circle, how obsession backfires, how lies collapse, and how divine protection never fails. It's been long time. I heard 8 years. They have been watching, tracking, whispering, documenting, speculating, and waiting. Since 8 years, they spent all their energy, resources, obsession on investigating you for something that never existed, never happened. It wasn't an investigation, it was obsession. And Spirit has now calling time upon it. They say time reveals all things, and it actually did. What started as hunt became their own mirror. What was meant to destroy you became the very thing that exposed them. They didn't even realize when this chase stopped being professional and started becoming personal. Suddenly, the hunt itself became more important than truth. Imagine waking up every day for 8 years with same mission. Today might be the day they finally catch you, only to end up each year with empty hands, with excuses and awkward silence. When they have invested that much time into being wrong, admitting truth feels more expensive than continuing with their lie, and truth points back to them. And now the hunt itself exposed the hunters. Absence of evidence slowly turned into evidence of absence of anything of truth. This is community scandal, and conspiracy against you is being exposed. For years they have been paying you from fake social media accounts. Every move you make, every moment of your life is scrutinized because your existence made them uncomfortable. The truth that someone somewhere is living with clarity, integrity, or success they can't understand or they can't control. Every time they tried to frame you, the story fell apart. None of their accusations stuck. And yet they kept doing it over and over for years, round and round. All because you refused to conform to their expectations, refused to fit into their narrative. You weren't guilty, but you were inconvenient. Eyesore, reminding them of their own weaknesses, their own shame, and the part of themselves they tried to bury. You held mirror, and they hated their reflection so much that they couldn't stop chasing it to destroy the mirror. And now, after years, the investigation turned into evidence of their own insecurities, exposing their desperation and obsession. Sometimes being clean and living right is enough to unnerve the entire world. You are not as broken as they needed you to be, and that is bothering them. From very start, the story wasn't about discovering what really happened. It was about proving what they had already decided, that you are guilty, you are villain. Desperate attempts to fit your reality into their conclusion, and then blaming you for not fitting, blaming you for surviving their every brutal conspiracy. They are making fool of themselves as lies don't add up. During these years, they interviewed every person who has known you. It wasn't about understanding you, it was to retrofit facts to align with their narrative, to make their story feel true. All they wanted was vindication, closure for their own ego, validation for their own fear, and story they could tell themselves to feel right. From day one, they weren't seeking truth. They were seeking permission to destroy you. They needed moral cover, not evidence. Every failed attempt just made them double down to feel right while being completely wrong. Every wasted year screamed that story was hollow. While they performed for an audience, you lived guilt-free. Time became your ally. They needed you to fail so they wouldn't have to change. I see God is going to heavily embarrass some of these people. They are going to be so embarrassed, they will try to go into hiding. There is different form of justice that's going to take place. They are going to see that you are really a child of God and God is truly with you. And some of these people are going to start deleting malicious lies and gossip they posted about you. They are going to try and retrace, go back to things that they said online and try to delete them. But they spoke so much garbage, they can't even remember where to go and find this stuff. So they are going to just delete, trash their whole account or platform, literally going into hiding, fearing God's wrath. Some of them are facing some destruction or ending, destruction which has left them no choice but to go into survival mode. Some of these people lost more than what they had. They never thought a day like this would come. They are losing everything they have worked hard for, and it's all happening like some natural disaster. External circumstance they have no control over. There is no one to blame. Similar to AI tsunami wiping off small IT business, leaving everyone jobless. They have gone into severe generational debt and they will never recover because things they said about you and others without ever fact checking actually ruined a lot of people's reputation, including yours. Your reputation did suffer because of this community. Never once did they came to you and ask your side of story and any of these lies were true. They never expected such horrible outcome. It's shocking news for entire community. They are mentally disturbed, literally haunted by this loss, even doing drugs, sleeping pills to cope up. Actually, God did make them taste a little bit of this destruction in past as a warning to stop their smear campaign against you. They did pause out of fear, but as soon as things were restored, they went back to their usual ways. Instead of working on self-improvement, learning, progressing, they chose to continue their deceit and conspiracy. They thought they were invincible, perfect. They loved to sit around and point fingers at everyone except for themselves. It was everyone else's fault, including yours, but never theirs. They would not change their ways even after multiple warnings. And now what they did is proving to be final straw before utter destruction. Now they all have been brought down to their knees. They are no longer gossiping, no longer laughing. As this conspiracy is exposed, I see ringleader of this group shaken and broken, crying crocodile tears, playing victim card to deflect accountability for their actions. This two-faced cunning narc wanted full control over your life as if they owned you. They know how popular you are. They have seen you running dry while helping others, being a perfect empath, as if you're a human charger keeping everyone up and running by sourcing positive divine energy. Who won't get addicted? Your divine light made you their grade A narcissistic supply. They did have some kind of power over you in past. Maybe they were your boss in office for many years or father figure in family. And being able to dictate someone as high ranking as you gave them so much power. Then they started interfering with your life, imposing too many unreasonable restrictions and controls, even manipulated how others view you as an attempt to isolate you from your support system. They justify this unethical, toxic obsession as love. No one can love you more. That is why no one else should have control over you. When you refuse to comply with their unreasonable demands and took your power back, their ego shattered. They believed you insulted them by rejecting their authority over you, making them mad with anger. They may have consulted spiritualists to keep an eye on you, even join hands with some of your trusted people to carry out some malicious conspiracy to backstab you and throw you under the bus. They underestimated your divine protection, and your angels from another world are constantly watching over you. It's divine intervention, and your intuition showed you what's going on. You had enough, left the entire community, and completely detached. You no longer care about them. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Slowly, they realized they lost you forever. They lost their empath who connected them to God. They lost their divine protection as they are no longer associated with child of God. Now as they see their life falling apart, they are blaming and turning against each other for your loss, as they are connecting this to karma backfire for treating you poorly. I see this ringleader is still delusionally addicted, and their obsession about you does not seem to end. They are still waiting, hiding in shadows, conspiring revenge for you rejecting them. So be careful. The hunt was their confession, and your survival is your verdict. Years of noise and not one piece of truth stuck to you. It's because you were never the problem. You were the proof. Proof that integrity unnerves the corrupt. Proof that light exposes darkness. Proof that God protects his own children. They needed you to fall so they wouldn't have to change. You didn't. You rose. You detached. You thrived. And now the same energy they used to hunt you is consuming them. Their accounts are vanishing. Their alliances are crumbling. Their ringleader is crying. Their empire is in debt. And you are covered, you are elevated, you are free. The lie is there, the hunt is over, you outlasted the lie.